His name is Daniel Compton. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on the show this morning. I really appreciate it. Now, Daniel, where are you from?
I'm from Santa Cruz, California.
Okay, Santa Cruz, California. Going to be traveling to Fresno for the fight this Saturday. Now, do you travel a lot for your MMA career?
Yeah, most of my fights are out of town. I actually recently relocated to Reno, Nevada, so I'm out here in Nevada. So I'm coming into California for pretty much all my fights.
Okay, so you're in Reno, Nevada right now. How? What was about 7 hours from Reno to Fresno?
It's about 5.5.
5.5. Okay, so tell me, Daniel Compton. He's an MMA fighter. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What got you into being an MMA fighter?
You know, Daniel Compton, he's just a regular guy. The MMA fighter thing is kind of just a hobby. It's like a persona almost to a certain extent. I'm just a regular guy. I work a full-time job. You know, I went to college, graduated. I played football in college, and I really had a hunger for competing. And you know, the MMA kind of led to that after college football. So I, you know, now I fight just to stay active. You know, I'm a personal trainer by trade. And, you know, fitness and health is kind of like my passion. So fighting is kind of just to stay active and to be relevant.
Now, you brought up that you went to college. What college did you go to?
I went to Cabrillo College, and then I transferred to Humboldt State. I played football at Humboldt State, but I ended up dropping out. I graduated from California State University, Monterey Bay.
Nice, man. Those are all great areas to live. I mean, Monterey Bay, wow, it's beautiful out there.
Oh, yeah, it was nice. I was able to live in Santa Cruz and commute out there, so that was actually pretty nice. I was able to stay relatively local. It was like a 40-minute commute, so that was cool.
No, that's cool. Now, you mentioned health and fitness. You mentioned that you're a trainer. Tell me a little bit about that job for you. You know, obviously, you get to deal with clients every day. Do they know that you're an MMA fighter as well?
Yeah, they're aware of what I do in my free time, and you know, most of my clients, you know, I'd like to work specifically with athletes. I think everyone would, you know, but most of my clients are general population. You know, I focus mostly on weight loss, but yeah, working with athletes would be the business. I'm working towards that. I graduated with a degree in kinesiology, but I'm still kind of, you know, you need a little more specific certifications to work with like exclusively athletes. But it's cool. It's rewarding. You know, I help my clients reach their fitness goals, and we're all moving, trying to live better, healthier life.
No, that's absolutely cool, man. I think that's great that you're actually doing that. And at the same time, not only is it rewarding for you, but also for your clients, but you get to call that your job.
Yeah, it's nice. When I was growing up, I kind of always wanted a job where I was like somewhat active. I thought firefighting would be cool, you know, just a job where like you got to like you're kind of forced to stay in shape for the job. And so during college, I got steered towards kinesiology, and I'm happy I chose that profession because it's kind of exactly where I want to be.
So is that your ultimate goal for you? Because a lot of the, you know, obviously the theme of this conversation talks about obviously your day job and, you know, being a trainer. Do you eventually want to, let's just say, be in the UFC at some point in your career?
Oh, that would be the most beautiful thing in the world. You know, yeah, that would be awesome. It takes a lot of. I train with a lot of high-level guys, a lot of pro fighters, and it takes a different level of commitment to get to that level. And I'm pursuing it, but I'm not there yet. I think if I were to win this California State Championship, that'd be a nice stepping stone in the path I'm trying to go, which is a successful professional career. The UFC though, that'd be a blessing. But I'm striving for that. I always set my goals high. So the UFC would definitely be somewhere I'd like to be. But right now I'm focusing on this California amateur state title.
So you definitely want that state title first. You know, you don't want to get too ahead of yourself, right?
Oh yeah, I want this state title so bad. I've wanted it ever since I debuted in camo back in like 2011 or 2012, and you know, California's a giant state. When you're the champion of California, you're doing well for yourself. So if I could put this together, it'd give me some clout, you know, some pull to hopefully get a better a professional contract, because most of these pro fights, you come out there, you're fighting pro, you're a pro now, but you're getting $500 maybe. If I can get this state title, amateur state title, I might be able to get $1,500 for my first pro fight. So it's all about, being able to bargain and negotiate and having some draw behind your name.
No, that's awesome, man. Now, this Saturday, your opponent will be Carte Taylor. What do you know about your opponent?
I don't know much about him. I watched his fights that he has online, and I'm excited. I'm excited to fight him.
So, what is your approach? I mean, when you go into every fight, what's like the one thing that you always do, right before every fight?
Right before every fight, I just get mentally prepared to get like my face beat in, and then I just try to punch the other guy in the face as hard as I can, as many times as possible. But I try to really focus on not worrying about getting hurt. People go in there and they're like scared to get hit. When I fight, I'm not scared to get hit. We're gonna see who's the tougher man in there. And Carte's tough, man. I've seen him. His first fight, he was doing like some Rampage Jackson slams on this dude that was trying to armbar him. That was cool. He also, he's done some explosive, some cool shit. So it's gonna be an exciting fight. I'm gonna give him my 100. He's gonna give me his 100, and then I'm gonna get my hand raised.
All right, my man. That's this Saturday. Daniel Compton will be in the cage at 559 Fights number 63. Daniel, what's some of your favorite hobbies outside of work and your MMA career?
I spent a lot of time with my dog. That's pretty much all I did. Me and my dog smoked, but he actually recently passed away like a couple months ago. So now I kind of just been training kind of to get my mind off of that. I had him for 10 years, and mostly it's just training and working now. But in my free time, I like to hang out with my dog.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss of your dog, man. I know, I have dogs too at home, and they're members of your family, and people that don't have dogs really don't understand, that bond that you create with those animals. So, I'm sorry for that, man. So anyways, Daniel Compton is going to be competing this Saturday, March 17th at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel in downtown Fresno. It's 559 Fights number 63. Daniel, thank you so very much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.